In the 18th century in the USA, mac and cheese was considered an exquisite dish. Imported pasta from Italy and the labor-intensive cheese-making process made it a costly delicacy. This luxurious meal was reserved for the wealthiest individuals and served exclusively in the finest restaurants due to its expensive production and high value. To prevent tearing up while cutting onions, there are several effective methods. One approach is chilling the onion in the freezer beforehand, which freezes the chemical compounds responsible for inducing tears. Another method involves rinsing the onion in cold water immediately before cutting it. The onion's cool and moist surface hinders the tear-inducing chemicals from reaching your eyes. Alternatively, placing a damp paper towel near your cutting board can draw the tear-inducing chemicals towards the towel instead of your eyes, as they are naturally attracted to moisture. You stumble upon a forgotten chocolate bar buried deep in your desk. Exciting, right? But as you open it, a moment of hesitation strikes. There's an unappealing, dusty appearance on it. No need to panic, though. It's still safe for consumption. What you're seeing is the separation of fat or cocoa butter. Due to temperature changes, it's formed a whitish film as it cooled back down. While the taste might be slightly altered, it's advisable to use it for cooking purposes. Avocados don't ripen while attached to the tree. If they remain unpicked, they'll naturally drop from the branch without ripening. However, once picked, they undergo a transformation, becoming soft and flavorful as we prefer. This change occurs due to the avocado's release of ethylene after being harvested, a process inhibited while it's still on the tree. Honey stands out as perhaps the sole food that remains indefinitely preserved. When adequately sealed with no air exposure, it can endure for thousands of years while remaining edible. Remarkably, the oldest discovered pot of honey dates back to 5,500 years ago. Peanuts share a closer kinship with peas than with traditional nuts. They belong to the legume family alongside peas, chickpeas, and beans. In contrast, cashew nuts are not true nuts, but seeds obtained from sizable fruits. Similarly, walnuts, almonds, pecans, and pistachios are also seeds collected from their respective fruits. Oranges lent their name to the color we recognize as orange today. In Old English, this shade was described as a mix of yellow and red. It wasn't until the fruit became prevalent in Europe that the term denoting this particular hue emerged. When approaching a beehive for a closer inspection, ensure that you aren't carrying any bananas. The scent that triggers bees to defend their hive resembles bananas, making you a potential target if you get too close. For a simple freshness test of eggs, place them in a bowl of water. A fresh egg will promptly sink to the bottom, whereas a spoiled one will float. The common belief is that humans possess only 5 senses, yet this notion isn't entirely accurate. Beyond taste, touch, smell, sight, and hearing, scientists propose that individuals may have between 9 and 20 senses in total. These encompass thermoception, the perception of warmth, equilibrioception, which pertains to balance, and even the sense of time, though not universally experienced by everyone.